What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. And today I'm gonna be attempting to make another meal. Uh, it's the month of February. Valentine's Day is here, and I'm going to try to make a meal that's often associated with Valentine's Day. And I chose to do spaghetti. Um, it's fairly easy, I believe. Nothing too difficult about it. It's nothing traditional, nothing authentically made, nothing like that, nothing too complicated. I just figured I'd do maybe a basic version of it and see how it comes out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and see how it goes. So to start things off, I just went ahead and added some ground beef to a pot on the stove, and just put the temperature at about medium high heat. And then here I'm just kind of chopping everything down, mashing it up, mixing it up and stuff like that to get it broken down. And then I just let it cook for a little bit, just let it until it started browning up good. And then once it browned it up, I started adding my seasonings. I'm adding some Italian seasoning here. Then I added some garlic salt. And then I added some black pepper. Then I just mixed it all up until it was brown and cooked all the way. And just kept checking on it from time to time. And then to finish it off, I just went ahead and put a lid over it, just let it steam and stuff. And then on another pot, while that was finished cooking, I put some water up to the top of a regular pot. I didn't fill it up all the way, but this is for the noodles. So I put some salt in there and turn the heat on high for this one. And then I put about 2 capfuls of vegetable oil because it's going to be a large pack of noodles I'm putting in. And while I was waiting for that to boil, the meat finished browning up and finishing. So I added 2 jars of, we use Prego traditional spaghetti sauce or traditional sauce or what have you. And like I said, I added 2 jars to it. Yeah, I just ended up mixing that up until everything was mixed up and ready to go. And then I turned it down to a simmer and let it simmer. And as for the noodles, when the water started boiling, I went ahead and added the pack of noodles. And as soon as the noodles touched the water, it started softening. So I just kind of twisted the noodles in there to let it until it all fit inside of the pot, because it got flexible once they touched the water. Yeah, I just kind of twirling them around, mixing them around and stuff. Yeah, I kept mixing them and twirling them and stuff like that, make sure they don't get too hot, make sure they don't stick or nothing. And once they look like they're about ready, I started taking a strain here and there and seeing if they're the right consistency. Once they were the right consistency, I strained them and then put them back in the pot without the water and added some butter to it. Mixed it all up like I'm doing here. Mixed up. Once all the butter and stuff was mixed up, I added some more Italian seasoning to the noodles to give it some more flavor. And then once again, I mixed it all up. And that's the noodles. The noodles should be done here. And that's how the noodles ended up looking, and this is how the sauce ended up looking, and that's about it. So now it's time for me to make a bowl and see how it went. Alright, what's up, everybody? Now the spaghetti's done. It was a pretty simple process. I think it's gonna be pretty good. This is the way we do it. Now this, like I said before, this is not the traditional way to make spaghetti, obviously. This is mostly just kind of a quick way to make a meal that I try to do it with. Pretty simple recipe. There's not much to it, and this is pretty much it. Now I got the noodles underneath, got the sauce on top. kind of a heavier, thicker meat sauce we have. And this is pretty much it. Now, like I said before, just to do a recap, I did spaghetti. The reason why I'm doing spaghetti is because it's February. It's the month of Valentine's Day. As you can see, I got my little Valentine's Day shirt on. I got the lights on and stuff, but that's pretty much it. And I thought a good meal for Valentine's Day. A lot of people associate Valentine's Day with spaghetti and stuff like that, mostly because I guess Lady in the Tramp and all that stuff. But anyways, this is it, and I'm gonna give it a try. And I also wanted to try to do a food pairing. I have a red wine here that I wanted to try with spaghetti. I see a lot of people do that. A lot of people drink red wine with spaghetti, and I wanted to give it a try to see how it tastes. I think they say it pairs pretty good with it. It blends well with it, and I wanted to see what it actually tastes like. I'm not a big fan of wine and stuff like that, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Now, the kind of wine that I actually have here is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try this right now, so tastes pretty good. It's a little it's not very sweet, but you can taste it. It's kind of acidy, I guess you could say. But I'm going to try it, see how it goes. They say that you want a red wine that has a high acid content level to it, acidity, I guess you could say, to go with the high level of acid that's in the tomato sauce. You know, the sauce and the spaghetti and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give it a try. All right, so like I said, it's Valentine's Day. It's a Valentine's Day meal is what I'm trying to do here. Attempted to do. I'm gonna see how it tastes now. Spaghetti and red wine. All right, so here we go. Try to give it a swirl. I'll try some of this red wine with it. Red wine. Alright, so it tastes pretty good. The spaghetti came out really good. The noodles are very buttery. The sauce, you can definitely taste the beef. The traditional style spaghetti sauce, or the spaghetti sauce that I use is pretty good. Now, it's traditional style. It's not actually made from scratch. So remember that. You know, I'm sure everybody's seen that at the beginning of this video, but I put it, you know, in the noodles. I put a lot of butter in it to make it more of a buttery noodle. I also added a bunch of Italian seasoning. Hopefully, give it like a little bit of a herby flavor and taste, which it did, and it tastes really good. I also added the Italian seasoning to the meat, along with the garlic salt and some pepper. And you know, this is how we eat it here at the house. I got this recipe from my sister, my mom. It's a basic recipe that everybody uses. That's pretty basic. It's quick and simple, just to kind of throw together and feed a large family. So it's nothing that's, you know, traditional as far as like the authentic way of making it, but it still tastes good, and it still works. So I enjoyed it. I'd say it's a success. It tastes really good to me and to my family. They all had seconds and all that kind of good stuff. As far as the wine goes, I'm not a big wine fan, and if I do drink wine, I do like a little bit of a more sweeter tasting wine, more like fruity flavors and all that stuff. But this right here, pairing with the spaghetti, it tastes pretty good. It just I think it's an acquired taste, I believe. I've seen a lot of people do it, but it works. It really does work. I'm not a big fan of this type of wine, but it works. You know, I'd say it's a success. I think the meal's a success. The pairing was a success. I enjoyed it. It's different, like I said. I'm gonna say it again. I'm sure it's
not for everybody. That's probably an acquired taste, but it works. You can't deny that it works. So it tastes pretty good. I actually have some more. It's pretty good. I like that. Like I say, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon red wine, and it tastes pretty good. But that's it. The meal's pretty good, like I said, and like I said, I'm sitting here this month. The theme is Valentine's Day. It's February right now. It's probably February 6th or 8th or what have you today, and as I'm recording this, and so like I said, I just wanted to do something for the month of February, and I thought that this worked out pretty good. And I also wanted to kind of do a movie recommendation / review, I guess you could say. Once again, for the month of February, for Valentine's Day. I could sit here and I could have picked a movie that I really, really enjoy, but unfortunately, a lot of the movies that I like to watch are older school movies. A lot of Adam Sandler movies and a lot of just older stuff like that in the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, anything pretty much in the 90s, 70s. I'm an old school type of person when it comes to watching stuff and stuff like that. As far as the Valentine's movie goes, that's pretty much all I know is older school stuff. But I wanted to change it up a little bit and do something more new. Something that maybe people are following, maybe people are watching and stuff like that, and give that a shot, give that a chance. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV, but I wanted to give something new a chance. So I watched a movie called You People. Now this movie you can find on Netflix. It's a newer movie. It just came out maybe a month ago, maybe less, maybe a week or two ago. But it's with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy and Lauren London, and it was a pretty good movie. I would say it's pretty good. I really wasn't expecting too much from it. I mean, I like Jonah Hill. I really enjoy Eddie Murphy's movies. I grew up watching his movies, but I kind of felt like every time you see something like that and have high expectations nowadays, it tends to kind of disappoint a little bit. You know what I mean? So I didn't really go in with high expectations for this movie. But with that being said, I watched it. It was pretty good. And like I said, it was with Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Eddie Murphy, and a good amount of other stars in it. And the premise of the movie is pretty much, it's a Valentine's Day movie to a certain degree, because it has to do with love, and but also has to do with different cultures, different races, and all that type of stuff like that. It's a comedy / romance movie, I guess you could say, a rom-com. But it's basically about Jonah Hill, who's coming from a Jewish family, and you have Lauren London, who's coming from a Muslim family. And, there's differences there. They come from different areas, they come from different places, they come from different cultures, and all that kind of good stuff. Now, they're all from California, though, if I'm not mistaken. That's where the movie takes place. But it's basically Jonah Hill's family, like I said, who's Jewish. Jonah Hill meets Lauren London in a certain way, her character, and Jonah Hill's kind of looking for, because he's in his mid-30s, he's looking to try to settle down, and a lot of the girls that I think his mom's trying to set him up with and stuff like that. A lot of his family is saying that he should date his, Jewish side and all that type of stuff, and date Jewish women, I think, and all that type of stuff. And while they're doing that, he's just not interested. None of it's really working for him. He happens one day to run across Lauren London. They kind of hit it off. They kind of talk, they show that and all that kind of good stuff, and they end up together. And after that, they go together for a good while, and eventually they want to get married. And within getting married, you have to meet each other's family eventually. And that's what the premise of the movie is pretty much about, is meeting each other's family. Eddie Murphy plays a good part. He's Lauren London's father in this movie. He's a Muslim, and he's serious about his religion and all that kind of good stuff. But he's also serious about his race, about his ethnicity, about his culture, all that kind of good stuff. And his daughter dating a Jewish man just does not work with him. work for him or work for him at this time, at this point in time. He doesn't really like it, doesn't like the idea of it, doesn't want it. And so the basic movie is both of the families trying to learn to accept each other, learning each other's cultures and stuff like that, and accepting each other. So that's what the basic premise of the movie is about. It's a funny movie, it's a romantic movie, it's a great movie, I feel like. I mean, I wouldn't say great, I thought it was pretty good, but that's just my style, that's my opinion. I like a lot of the older stuff. I wish I could have done, or I wish I would have done something like, Coming to America, or, something like that. Because I am a big Eddie Murphy fan when it comes to his movies. More than Jonah Hill, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, it was a good movie, and I do recommend it, and a lot of the stuff in it and a lot of the culture in it is newer age stuff, a lot of podcast electronics, a lot of internet type stuff, a lot of just the music, the clothes, the dressing, all that type of stuff. All that stuff is new age, and that's something that the families are also trying to adapt to as well, especially the way the younger people are living and making money and surviving as a new age culture. So that's what the movie's about. But it's a good movie. So check it out. It's on Netflix. That's where I found it. And, like I said, it was pretty good. It was as good as I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it wasn't any better, and it wasn't any worse. It was as good as I thought it was going to be, and I was as good as I was hoping it was going to be. I was hoping it wasn't going to be any worse. So. But anyway, that's about it. Like I said, the spaghetti was good. The wine was good. The pairing was pretty good. Like I said, it's an acquired taste, but it works. And as far as the movie goes, if you want to check out maybe a Valentine's Day movie with somebody's, maybe your significant other, or maybe somebody you're kind of talking to, what have you. Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Check out the movie. It's like I said, You People on Netflix. Check it out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The meal for February, Valentine's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to do a dessert video, maybe a drink video, or maybe a video of me trying to attempt another guitar cover. So I'm gonna try that as well. So hopefully anybody who comes across this video enjoys it. And like I said, everybody, try to stay safe. Look out for yourselves. Look out for each other. And I'll see everybody in the next video.